If you feel imprisoned by constant critical thoughts about your body image, no matter what you do, this is for you. If you feel like you've lost weight, you've changed your appearance, you've obsessed over steps, you've gone to therapy, and you still feel haunted by this never enoughness narrative, this is definitely for you. In this video, I'm going to teach you a proven evidence-based tool so that you can transform this constant negativity into more peace, acceptance, and confidence so that you can not only have the relationship with your body that you want, but your life. I've helped women worldwide to break free of lifelong struggles with their body image and finally step into the confidence and peace that they truly deserve. Recently, one of my clients, Caitlin, shared, "These struggles with my body made me a prisoner of my own mind. Everything I did in life was about how my body looked, how I thought others perceived me. I wasn't seeing my value in myself or my body. Now, my whole life has changed. I have joy. I celebrate accomplishments in my life. I am loving and accepting of my body. I give it kindness and grace instead of punishment. I've lost weight without dieting or over-exercising. My business has taken off. My relationships are flourishing and healthier. This has improved every single area of my life." This is the work that I love and have dedicated my life to. And if you are really struggling with your body image, you're sick and tired of this constant imprisonment of the negative thoughts about your body, then please do yourself a kindness. There is a link below to talk to me directly and schedule a call with me to see how I can support you into the confidence and peace that you truly deserve. Now let's get into the video. The biggest mistake people make when it comes to having this confident, peaceful relationship with their body image is, number one, they focus on the complete wrong approach. They focus on obsessing over these external things. Like, if I just change my diet, if I just walk more steps, if I just finally have a personal trainer, I'm gonna magically erase all of these negative thoughts about my body image. And you've done all that and you've still wondered, why does this negativity haunt me no matter where I go? That's because this negativity is an inside problem and it needs an inside solution. Any kind of external changes that you are going to try to do to fix your body image aren't going to work because the problem isn't external. The problem is your mind. Your mind has been trained to think negatively about your body over and over and over again. So it's become like a very well-grooved path that your brain understands how to go. So taking a new path is totally possible. It just takes training and it takes little loving steps every day to program your brain in a different direction. But we're so used to this pattern of just hating ourselves and feeling really negative that it just becomes the home that we live in. Very good news is that this approach that I'm going to teach you is exactly what you should be doing to heal your body image instead of focusing on fixing your diet and food and, losing weight, because again, all of those approaches are not going to fix the problem, and you can waste so much time, money, and precious quality of life doing all those things only to find it's not going to make you feel any more confident. But this absolutely will. The second thing that I want you to understand is that you cannot feel more confident and peaceful in your body image if your state of being and the state of your nervous system is always dysregulated. So if you're chronically feeling stressed and off kilter all the time because of all these negative thoughts about your body image, it's going to be very hard to put yourself into a state where you feel confident. So what you want to do is, even something really tiny that you can start actioning today, right now, is a simple tool like this called tapping to help bring more calm and regulation into your nervous system, so that when we are calm and we enter into more of what we call the ventral vagal branch of the nervous system, not to get all scientific with you, when we can do that, that is where we actually start feeling feelings like acceptance, peace, confidence, love, worthiness. We don't feel those states when we are feeling anxiety and worry and we're stuck in our sympathetic or freeze branch of our nervous system. So we have to lovingly support our body to actually come into this proper state of our nervous system so that we can have this experience of feeling more calm and peaceful and so on with our body image. So that's very important. So a really simple tool that we're going to do together is something called tapping. And we're just going to practice these points right here. So tap where I tap. And this is going to help teach your nervous system how to come out of feeling chronically stressed and dysregulated. And see, I'm already going to start. I feel my body wanting to relax and calm. So just tap on these points with me. This right here is helping you calm out of the craziness and back into this state of more peace, more acceptance, more confidence. If you can even do this little step for 5 minutes a day, you are going to start retraining your brain into feeling more peaceful, more confident, which has a direct correlation to the peace and confidence that you want with your body. I promise you that. So we just tap a couple taps per point, and right here we have done one full tapping round, and we can repeat that. So now we're going to take this a little bit further. I just want you to tap on these same points now and repeat aloud after me, okay? So this is going to start helping you to retrain your brain in a different direction and to increase more peace and acceptance with yourself and your body, which in turn turns into confidence. Okay, so tap and repeat after me. Even though I feel imprisoned by these negative thoughts about my body, I'm learning how to have a more peaceful relationship with my body. Even though I feel imprisoned by this negativity with my body image, no matter what I do, I'm learning how to love and accept myself through this. Even though this negativity about my body follows me all day long, no matter what I do, I'm learning how to heal my relationship with my body one step at a time. All of this unhappiness and unworthiness, this constant negativity that I feel imprisoned by, I've been struggling with this my whole life. And it makes me feel really sad. I would love to have more peace and confidence in my body. I don't know how. I've tried everything from diets to exercise, even therapy. And I still feel unworthy and unhappy in my body. What if it's okay that I'm feeling this way today? What if I could meet myself with a little more compassion and understanding? What if I could acknowledge that a part of me is really critical about my body? And a part of me was conditioned to think negatively about my body. I learned this from diet culture, unrealistic beauty standards, probably my family upbringing. This little part of me was basically brainwashed to think negatively. What if I could have some compassion for this little part of me? What if this is the approach to healing that I've never tried? this compassion and understanding. Take a nice, easy breath. And I want you just to let your eyes float off the computer or phone, whatever you're tuning into, and just look around the space that you're in. Let your eyes go up and look to the left of your room. To the right. And then just notice how you feel after doing that exercise. And we're gonna go into our second round, and I'm gonna have you reflect on a few questions. So I want you to consider that, like I said, there is a part of you, and you can get an object if that's helpful. I love to use this little troll. There's a part of you that learned to think really negatively about your body. Everybody has this part, in fact. And for some of us, we learned this a lot in our family home. For others, we learned this a lot more from other external environments, maybe growing up in a community where this was really prevalent. Could be a dance community, that could be anywhere. For others, it was more influenced through media, television, whatever it is. I really want you to start understanding that it's a part of you that learned to think this way. It's not all of you, it's not your identity, even though if it feels so hard for you to understand and conceptualize that it's not all of you, because when it's really loud, it does feel like all of us, but it is a part of you. And I want you to ask yourself, how might this part of me be trying to help me by saying all these negative things about my body? If we have the assumption that this part is just trying to do something positive, because the truth is we don't have parts of us that actually are trying to harm us. They're just using very misguided behaviors in like a way that's trying to be helpful, if that makes sense. So if you were to assume, and maybe you want to ask that part of you directly, like, how are you trying to support me by doing what you do, by being so critical, and just notice what comes up. And maybe you want to just ask this part, like, where did you learn this? Just get curious. Where did you learn this from? And what are you afraid is going to happen if you stop doing this? So you can pause, take your time asking those questions, and then meet me back here. So now I just want you to tap and repeat after me, and we're going to acknowledge all of this. So even though I have a part of me that learned to think negatively about my body, I'm open to recognizing that this is a part of me, not all of me. Even though I'm learning that I have a part of me that thinks negatively about my body, and sometimes this part takes up so much space that I just think it's me and my voice. I'm learning how to witness this part. And I'm learning how to love and accept myself, regardless of this critical part. I have a critical part. I'm starting to recognize that. This part actually thinks it's being helpful by doing this. And the truth is, it's not. It's actually hurting me. And what if I could build a relationship with this part? What if I could have compassion for this part? What would happen if I imagined taking this part in my arms and just giving it a hug? Maybe that's what it's been looking for its entire existence. Maybe the key to my healing isn't fighting myself or these parts any longer. Maybe the key is really to bring harmony and peace and compassion. So take a nice, easy breath. Do a little look around your room again, nice and slow. Notice what you're aware of now. And I want you to just take some time to reflect. How are you feeling now in this moment? What's feeling true for you? What's feeling possible? Or even a glimmer of possibility. I want you to practice, find your object, give this little part of you a name that has all these critical thoughts about your body, and you can have conversations with this part, get to know it. And I think once you really recognize that this part learned all this stuff, through no fault of its own, and it's just been on this little plan trying to help you by doing what it does, you're going to start to develop more awareness and compassion for this part. And that is the key to our healing. We continue to struggle with these issues with our body, sometimes for our entire lives, because we're so set on fighting ourselves into change. We think that punishing ourselves through dieting and extreme exercise and doing all these drastic things is somehow going to lead to more compassion and self-worth. And it never does, because it's more of the same energy that we're trying to get out of in the first place. But if you can start to develop an increase of true compassion for yourself in these parts of you, more awareness, more, energy in the middle to top end of the vibrational chart, that's when we really start healing. That's when we really start feeling worthy and powerful and confident. That's what we're looking for. I hope this was useful. Repeat it. It's going to bring a lot of miracles your way. And remember, a big part of our healing journey is having the right tools, the right support system, the right community, and the right expert leading us through his journey. It's very difficult, near impossible to do alone. And I know that the best thing I ever did for myself was getting all of that support. If you feel like you are really struggling and you're in need of support and this is resonating with you, then there is a link directly below where you can book a call with me and I can help guide you into the peace that you really deserve. Thank you for being here. I will see you again next week. And don't forget to share your shifts in the comments below. I love to hear them.